There's a gentleman that haunts that wing down at the bottom, and the way I see him a bit of a stoop, and it was kind of like his hand on the handrail, you know, as he was going around the corner, but he takes control of that location down at the bottom.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like a flat cap type of thing. Time about, I don't know, I'm kind of going back to the 60s really, I think, with him. I'm getting that 60s feel with him. And I feel he's a long-termer, okay? I think, obviously, no prisons like this type of place. They've got a history of violence within the prisoners themselves. Yeah. And this particular gentleman wasn't liked at all. I think the reason about him really is because that he was always doing things for the guards. Right. Yeah, and it wasn't a done thing. Does that make sense to you?
The area behind the gate there is exceptional. You have to do something really bad to get on there, so it was the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Behind the gates. Like segregation, if you will. So
I think it was a bit of a squealer. Is that the word?
Grass.
A grass? Yeah. The thing about him is like the neck area. I don't, you know, like I can't imagine knives will be available anywhere, but they use something sharp to cut the gentleman's neck. And I feel that teeth, like a Tommy or a Thomas, something like that. I mean, would there be a record of deaths in this place?
There is a record of deaths, yeah.
Okay. And I feel that they may have been called Old Tommy. Old Tom. Yeah. And the thing about him is he'd been in for a long time, and I think, you know, the stoop and his hands, you can see his hands, the kind of, you know, the knuckles on his back of his hands are like really prominent, so it's kind of gives me an idea that he was kind of riddled in rheumatoid arthritis or rheumatism, that type of thing. Yeah, it's a shame we can't get down there, guys. But I'll tell you what we'll do is later on in here, what we're going to do is we're going to use this part as a visual. We'll turn the red lights down at the bottom if that's okay with Mikey, and I think we'll get some interesting stuff here. Just before we carry on, and I know I said quite a lot, but does anybody feel anything in here tonight? How do you guys feel?
Yeah, I've got people, as soon as we came in, I've got people like walking up and down in uniforms, like stripped, you know, like...
Yeah, just marching in type of thing.
Yeah.
And,
marching up and down.
Can anybody, you know, as soon as you walk to the door, you can feel the energy. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a dull tingling sensation, and you'll have to probably guide me here, Mikey, but we're going that way, aren't we? And is that right? We're going that way? Right, okay. Oh, we can have a trampoline on here, that's a good one. A nice bed for tonight. Okay, I think what you'll find, guys, I'm just talking quite fast tonight, because sometimes as soon as you leave, yeah, it's good, isn't it? If you leave that gap in between, you kind of lose a little bit of the contact, so I'm going to stay with it. I'm just going to walk around there a second. Energy's quite strong, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can we all come down in, guys? Can you do me a favour, guys? Can you all form a circle for me, please? Yeah, please, and we'll have Mike in the middle as well. If you can all want the ladies in between the gentlemen, if that's okay. If you want to come closer so we can get around Mikey. Come closer, guys. Just form a circle around Mikey if you will. There we go. Excellent.
I'll get in front of you. So
Okay, dear me, that feels pretty strong, doesn't it?
that is nice.
Yeah. Do us a favour, guys. What we need to do is, a lot of you have worked with me before, but there's maybe one that's not hasn't. I think. Yeah. Okay. What I want you to imagine that is a crystalline ball of energy above my head now, and just imagine that crystalline ball of energy is slowly spinning round. And just imagine in your mind that crystalline ball of energy slowly spinning round. And I want you to imagine that you're taking an umbilical cord of energy and you're going to take it right to your middle of your forehead, which is a chakra point called your third eye. And just imagine that that energy is starting to go down into your stomach and right down to the base of your stomach slowly. Okay? Slowly down to the base of your stomach. And just imagine that energy carrying on. That energy is starting to carry on down your legs and down to the soles of your feet. And I want you to imagine now that this energy is filling your body, this white crystalline energy. And just imagine at the top of your head there, you've got what's called a crown chakra. And just imagine that energy starting to pour over that crown chakra and starting to envelope you in a crystalline cocoon of energy. And just imagine, guys, it's getting stronger and stronger. And this is your protection for tonight. Okay? At any point, does it get a little bit too much in this place, which I think once or twice it might do because the energy is pretty strong, just imagine that cocoon of energy around you and that'll protect you, and I'll be looking after you all night as well. And just whilst you're doing that, I want you to imagine that this energy inside your body, this white crystalline energy, is starting to go down your right arm to the person next to you, and the person next to you is to take up their left arm to the person next to them, and so on and so on and so on until we've got a circle of energy going faster and faster and faster. Just imagine that, faster and faster and faster. Just keep that energy going round strongly. Can you feel that, Mike? It's getting nice and strong now, isn't it? Dear me. I just want to go up to Mike, the security guard over there. Are you okay there, Mike?
Yeah.
Can I just ask you a question, Mike? Because this isn't a double act, okay? This is just me talking to Mike, the security guard. As you was sort of had your back against that door, how did you feel? Did you feel just normal?
No, I felt like somebody was pushing me out of the door.
Right. Can I just stop you there before you say anything? Just let me say what I can pick up first, so you're not sort of leading me, if you know what I mean. But the thing is about it, I was focused towards you, and you just leant against the door. I felt somebody close to you, okay? And you just said that you felt being pushed, okay? But the other thing about it as well is that I could see his arm going around your throat. All right? I'm not trying to put anything in your mind, but I'm just saying what I saw, okay? And it was like he was getting closer and closer to you, and this is the next thing that I feel like he was going to do. So I think the next thing you would have felt, for me anyway, is that your throat would have got tight. And at any point, do you want to tell us now how you felt? Sorry.
Yeah, I just felt that there was something in this room that wasn't very nice. That's why I've pulled the door to it, I've locked it.
Right.
It just felt like there was something unwelcoming.
Yeah. It's
There is a couple of places in this block that are like that.
yeah, they're pretty like that, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think what we're going to do in a bit, guys, is I think to do is we're going to split up later on tonight as well, because I think these cells are going to be quite interesting tonight. Oh dear, I tell you what. Again, Mikey, I don't know what sort of record you've got, but there's a guy up here, and he was in control of this wing. It wasn't the guards who were controlled it.
Quite possibly.
Do you know what I mean? He's a big guy. He's a big guy. I feel like he was more, he was more beefy than tall. Do you know what I mean?
Do you have funny teeth?
I don't know. I can't see his teeth to be honest
I'm
with you.
just being shown strange teeth.
Yeah.
Like, missing teeth and sharp teeth.
Do you know?
I don't know if that's him or somebody else.
Do you know, like, funny you should, you know, I'm not sort of
Yeah.
going off what you're saying about the teeth and stuff, but there's like a whistle with this man. And it's not like a, you know, like more of a hiss. And I think if anybody's, you've probably been on here many nights, Mikey, yeah? And the thing is that I feel that people may have heard like a little sort of a, it's not like a loud whistle, but it's like a whistling hiss. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah.
Have you heard that?
I haven't heard it myself, but everybody else seems to pick stuff up on this floor particularly.
Right.
But it's been more down at that end of the stairs end where you picked up earlier.
Yeah. Okay. It's typical prison life, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like one's a matriarch, and this wing had its matriarch, and this is this guy. I'm getting more of a name of Simmons, Simmons or something like that. And do you know what? I think in particular this particular gentleman might be quite interactive tonight. I think you usually find somebody in life who's quite domineering like that. They're going to be domineering in spirit as well, and I think this particular man, do you know, he's going to come through quite strong tonight. I'm getting, do you know the whistling sound and stuff like that? I feel he had a nickname, and it was a snake.
It's not a name I've heard before.
Yeah, okay. And I think the snake is the kind of, because of his nature, you know, the sly nature of him, and quite a few people are scared of this man. So it's kind of Simmons, there's a Simmons name there somewhere in the records. I'm sure there won't be a nickname, but you never know. It'd be nice to find out if you have got that information. Pretty active location this, and I feel like we should come back here for one of the vigils. I think we need to move on because time is passing us by very quickly, isn't it?
Sorry?
So, Mike Pierre, on behind UK. John's on the trail already, picking up on the name of the Snake and Simmons. We're going to dig deeper into the castle.
There's a bit of chalk on the stool there, yeah.
Okay.
And Mikey, the guard here tonight, he just found it in the middle of the room. So
You just found it there, Mike, yeah?
Yeah, it was down there.
Oh, yeah, there's still the mark on the floor from where it was as well. Okay.
look it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Here is a tunnel which I felt where we needed to put the easel and the portrait. Well, it's not a portrait yet, but it will be one day. If you want to come this way, guys.
Is it just a feeling you get, or is it something
No, it's
you know?
just this building. It just feels really eerie, and a few of the guards have tried to go upstairs and felt that they've been pushed back down the stairs as if they want no one to be there. So.
Okay. You stay away.
Guys, I'm going to turn the lights, guys.
Back out here with you in a minute.
Okay, what we're going to do tonight is, as you can see, we've got a canvas and an easel here. And this is a friend of ours called David, okay? We take David around with us because he generates the energy that he gets from different buildings. And he's getting stronger and stronger. This is all part of the pentimento experiment. And there's a documentary about it. And this will be a little bit about the pentimento experiment as well tonight. But we won't concentrate a lot on this. But can I just turn the light off a sec? And I just want you to feel the energy in here a sec. Just let me know, guys, how you feel in here now.
It feels heavy.
Heavy?
Yeah.
Anybody else? Yeah? Yeah, for me it's very heavy, this particular part, and this is why I put David here. Because I feel this is a bit of a nucleus of energy, really.
I'm getting it in the throat area.
You get in the throat area. Terry? Yeah, I don't think you've done this before, have you?
No.
Okay. Do you want to tell us what you can feel at the moment, Terry? It doesn't matter if you can't feel anything.
I don't even need to touch it. I can feel the energy coming off it already.
Yeah, okay. But if you can touch it though, because it needs your energy, okay? It's not about, you know, what you can feel, it's about what he needs. So, just keep a light touch on it. The energy getting stronger and stronger. Can anybody feel that? Yeah? It's getting a bit stronger and stronger. Okay, David, we'll just talk about David and the things that he particularly likes. And we'll talk about World War II. The reason why we're talking about World War II is because David's got a connection. David, can you bring yourself forward, please? Bring yourself forward. I just wanted to talk to you and communicate with you. And we'll just, you might hear me repeat myself about World War II once or twice, because this is the type of thing that gets David going. David, World War II, does that mean anything to you? World War II, David. Come on, David, World War II. You'll probably, I'm not putting things in your mind, Terry, I know Jim's done this before, but you'll probably feel like a throbbing. Can you feel that?
All up my right arm.
Yeah.
My hand that's touching the easel, it's all throbbing and as if something's coming out of the painting.
Yeah, it's going to get stronger and stronger. I'll tell you what, can I have one of the security guards a second? There's the lady, I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Yolanta.
Can I bring you over here a second? Just because you've never done this before, yeah?
No.
You don't mind being on film, is that alright? Jim, can I just 1 second, just let... What's your name again, sorry?
Yolanta.
Yolanta? Yolanta, an amazing name. Can you put your fingers on there very lightly and just hold Jim's hand? I'll put you back again in a minute, Jim. Okay. Because you're brand new to this, you've not dealt with this before, we're just trying to see sort of reaction that you're going to get. Okay, David, can you bring yourself forward, bring yourself through? Come on, David. Bring yourself forward now. Come on, David. Bring yourself forward. Come on, just take the energy you need so we can communicate with you, David. World War II.
You alright?
You okay?
Yeah.
Do you need to take you out? You okay? Just keep your protection up, that's what you need to do. Come on now. Come on, David. Come forwards and join me now. Come forwards and communicate with me and start to bring yourself forwards. How do you feel now?
Alright.
Yeah? Can you feel anything on your hand?
No.
Not at the moment. Should we leave it there for a second then? Come on, David, just bring yourself through, bring yourself forward. World War II. We want to talk to you about
What
World
do you
War
want?
II.
Oh!
That was Denise.
Denise, you okay?
Yeah.
What do you want to tell us about? What do you want? What's up?
I want to know what you want.
Oh, okay. And who's saying this, Denise?
Who have you just called? Why do you think I'm here? You've just called me.
Oh, okay, Denise. Do you want to tell us where you're from? What about your nationality?
I'm not telling you anything.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to tell us your size? How tall you are?
No,
Why is that?
it's none of your business.
Okay. What else can you tell us?
Nothing.
Okay. Nothing at all? Is that because you don't want to?
I don't want to.
Okay.
I'm leaving.
Oh.
Okay, which way are you leaving?
I'm just leaving here now.
Right, you're going to leave
Yeah.
to go outside?
No, leaving all of you. I'm just disappearing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You going now?
Yeah.
Can you close the door on the way out, please?
Close the door behind you. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need a break?
That's okay.
It's okay to go on, John,
Yeah, you okay to go on?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's definitely affected my throat.
I feel lightheaded in here.
Lightheaded. It's good, isn't it? We'll come back in here later. we'll have a quick look round, okay, and then we'll carry on. The time now, let's have a look at the time, quick time check. We've got a lot to do tonight. It's going to be a fast night tonight, guys, fast night. It's now 8:15, so let's move on. Stairs as you come up, guys.
You get another feeling, mate?
Yeah, I feel like at the minute somebody's trying to cover my mouth and stop me from talking.
Okay.
Well, that's what I'm studying now, is that somebody's trying to shut up, stop talking.
I want to ask Mikey later, I don't know whether he can share some information. That's the security guard, Mikey. One of the things that I see in here, I don't know if anybody else, it'd be interesting to see what you guys have. The talk a bit strange once or twice, it's just the energy is quite strong. The thing is, I think that sometimes I think people have seen like an orb of light in the middle of a cell, and you kind of see it. You kind of see it and it's there, and then you go to check it out and it's gone. It's that type of thing, and it's the build-up of energy of one of the people who suffered here, who are trying to manifest. That's a word. Yeah, they're trying to manifest themselves, and it's quite strong. How does everybody else feel, guys?
I feel like I'm stood here waiting to be shot.
Yeah? Feeling like waiting to be shot. Anybody else?
Hot and cold sweats.
Hot and cold sweats?
Tense.
Tense?
Lightheaded and sick.
Lightheaded, sick. So, all that is all connected with a strong energy, isn't it? And I think the energies are going to be strong in this building tonight, so it should be quite interesting.
I've never felt energy like this here before. I've been here, this is 4th time here now, and I've never felt it this strong.
It's strong tonight, yeah? That's a good news, isn't it? There's like, as I stand here now, there's like a wispy energy. It's like, you see, in my mind's eye, you can see the energy coming upstairs and it's whizzing round. It's like really building, and I think tonight, it'll build to a point and then it'll just go flat. That's what I think it'll do. I think this place will probably go flat about 1:30 or something like that, or maybe 2 o'clock, but it's one of those places that intensifies up with its energy and then it's gone. Does that sound about familiar with you, Terry? Do you find it goes flat towards about 2 o'clock or something like that? The times you've been
I don't
before?
know what time it goes flat, but it does build up pretty intensively.
Yeah, okay.
It's usually that middle one and end
Yeah.
one that they're usually most.
So I've been guided the right way and you're coming right to the top. First time here tonight, it's going to be interesting. We need to go down below and let's investigate some more of this amazing place. Right, the reason why I'm coming back, have you got a sec?
Yeah.
Right at the top of the tower there, one of the things that was quite strong with me is that, the doors are quite low, and quite often in places like this, and I felt it was quite strong with this. Hessian sacks?
Right.
I feel that the prisoner bent down, they put a Hessian sack on and put it tight around the neck area, and they were led down and got a beating down here. This is what I feel about this area. It feels, the more I'm going this way, it's getting a bit stronger. I know you said that this was an execution yard.
This was an exercise yard, this.
An exercise yard.
Yeah.
But there's an execution yard over there, isn't there?
It is, yeah.
Well, this is, I feel, there was exercises of different types.
Right.
I feel like people got kickings here. Okay? And I'm talking about going back to the 1800s as that particular time. I think things were done and they shouldn't have been done, and things were kept quiet by guards. This is my view on it. I don't know if you know anything about that.
Hessians would have probably been the material of like bedding then, because they have the bedding what they have now, quilts and stuff, so they would have had some sort of knitted blanket, or it could have possibly been something like that, yeah.
Right.
There was one person per cell in there. at the time, so,
It was more of a sack,
right,
like a sack.
it's quite possible.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Okay, should we move on, guys? We've got a lot to do tonight.
While I was out, I researched the name that he was picking up before in Ewing, and it was a Simmons. It was John Simmons,
Right.
but it was 1831. He was executed here for a robbery.
I was way out with the date then.
The date was way out, but the name was there. It's in the record. I've just checked.
What about age-wise? Did you have an age for him?
It doesn't give an age, no.
30s. I think 30s.
I don't know. It was quite arthritic.
But arthritic back then in the 1800s could have been in early 30s. It's not necessarily all of the age back then. But 50s was your life expectancy. So 30s you would have been working probably since you were 10, 11.
Yeah.
So you would have been quite arthritic. So it could have possibly been 30s.
I want to say 32.
Okay.
Interesting. Move on, guys.
These were used originally for the water for the prisoners, but they've been recently tested and they can't be used because they contain human DNA.
Okay.
Okay, guys. This is the Witches Dungeon. Like I say, the association with the Pendle Witch Trials. Okay, guys. I'm going to turn the light off. If you turn your torches out, guys. And you probably better just stay standing still because there's shackles on the floor. Do you know, I'm not going to quote the obvious. I'm not going to go on about witches and stuff like that. I'm not going to quote the obvious. It'd be far too obvious. But dear. Obviously, there's so much sadness in here, isn't there?
You definitely feel
it's heavy.
in here.
What are you saying, Terry? Sorry.
You definitely feel a presence in here.
Oh God, it's heavy, isn't it? And for me, I don't want to quote the obvious again, but you know, it's the sadness. It's like looking at a concentration camp. You know, it's like skeleton bodies. You know, there's still people alive here, but they're so thin and malnourished and. The other thing down here as well is that the energy's starting to build. Okay, I can feel the energy starting to build as we're starting to talk in here. But it was like food was just thrown, you know, food was just thrown on the floor. It wasn't given to them.
Well, they were chained to shackles and they would have just come downstairs and thrown it in.
Yeah.
Also, the lady that died in here, Elizabeth Suffins, I'm actually a descendant from her.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
No.
No? Okay. It's not a place that you want to spend a long time on your own here. I mean, I wouldn't mind, to be honest with you, but I feel... Do you know where I'm drawn in particular? Just pointing in this corner here, it's very, very strong in that location for me now. I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
It's funny you say that, John, because I thought I heard movement over there a minute ago and I literally went filming into this corner before you said that. Still moving.
I'll just stand there. Turn it off a second. Like so, just take a minute. I'm just going to leave it there for a minute because it's building up and it's building up and it's taking the energy from us now.
I
And
want to
it's
say what happened on a previous investigation here. I want to see what that lady picks up on.
so we've chosen the right location then.
One of them, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'll tell you what I can see in a minute, Sarah. Okay, but in the meantime, I'll let you just tell us.
I just, my legs, I like jelly.
Okay.
I just feel as if I can't walk.
Mm-hmm.
But I got that coming down there, because coming down them steps, I felt that was really awkward for me, and yet I'm able-bodied. But that's almost like, you know, when you see people either side being dragged somewhere and their legs are trailing behind them.
Yeah.
I just get that feeling that my legs are like, honestly, they're like jelly. I'm being really careful that I'm not going to actually go down on the floor here.
Yeah. Can I ask you something? I don't want to put things in your mind, okay?
Yeah.
All I want to know is, right, you said that your legs feel like jelly. I've got something quite strong in my mind now. And do you know, like, where your hips are? How does that area feel?
Bony.
Okay.
Very bony. If you imagine someone like from a concentration camp,
Yeah.
I'd describe as if you could even see the bones sticking out of the skin.
Sorry, just one sec.
Someone just touched me.
Who said that to you?
Me.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I heard a noise just a second ago as you said that as
Someone
well.
definitely just touched me because I thought I asked Dad and he was like, I don't know how to walk progress.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Can we go back to Sarah a sec?
And I've got a freezing cold back as well.
Got a freezing cold back,
Yeah, right
alright.
down the middle of my back, I'm absolutely freezing cold. Yeah, I've been hot.
Do you know, for me, this place is a magnet for energy, and you're only drawing from your energy all the time. And what I can actually see at the moment is, I can see that the hands, you know, you've got hands around the lower part of your body.
I'm actually touching my legs myself. I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm kind of like this. I don't know why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
It's almost like I shouldn't be standing up. But then a picture I'm getting as well as someone down on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But the back is bare and as if they've been flogged.
Yeah.
I can see a bare back, but I'm doing this because that's like, I can't stand up, but I am standing up. It's really strange. It's like I shouldn't have legs.
Yeah, no.
But I suppose if someone had been shackled for a long time, I suppose they would, I suppose the muscle would waste, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I feel, you know, quite often I pick up stuff the more, I'm going to be careful here because of the shackles, but if I walk up and down, I can feel that I can pick up the energy a bit stronger. This is just the way I work, really. As I'm walking up and down, there's a nervousness, there's a tension which is getting stronger. There's, you know, I'm trying to give you names, you know, for your records that you can actually find some information out, and it's something like there's a Scottish person here with you know, it's almost like Mackenzie type of thing. Mackenzie, I don't know if that's in my head because of
George Mackenzie, maybe something to do with him?
George Mackenzie.
That's the Greyfriars, though, isn't
Yeah, it's a Greyfriars, isn't it? Yeah, it's like Mac, it's like type of Mackenzie or something like that. You know, I feel this Mackenzie guy was part of I'd like to say almost a rebellion, but not a big rebellion. It was like part of, I need to get this information, it's part of a rebellion against somebody, but it was a small group of people. I'm not saying like a massive rebellion, but it was a small group of people who come on. Come on. I'm losing it, I'm just trying to get it back.
Do you have a time period?
Yeah, it's going quite far back. 1700s. I can't pinpoint a proper time, but mid 1700s.
You don't know the Jacobites, don't you?
Jacobites was a bit earlier on.
Do they keep Jacobites here?
Yeah.
Right, okay. It's kind of, do you know what I see with this man, this Mackenzie guy, is had, and you know his limbs, the legs, the sockets have come out his legs.
Dislocated.
Yeah, pulled out. Oh, and I can imagine horrendous pain, isn't it? Can you imagine that?
Well, they've had him on a stretcher and stretched him and his arms and legs have come out the sockets.
That type, something like that. But I'm just seeing the top, the sockets, and it's like massive bruising around there, you know. That's interesting, you know, you're going back to you again, Sarah. Yeah, the legs, you're all feeling like jelly, and your hips.
Yeah.
You say about the hips before, you felt cold, did you say?
No, I just feel like the bone is sticking out. You know, like people who've been in a concentration camp.
Yeah.
I can see, like, you know, like a skeleton. If you picture a skeleton, all the hip and what they call it, all round hair. That's like you can see it.
Yeah. Does that mean anything to you, Terry, about the dislocation? Is that why you said it, because you've heard that before?
No.
Oh, right, okay. Okay. What we're going to do, guys, we're going to swap over. We're going to give you guys a break. We're carrying on the investigation. I'm going to bring everybody else who's had a break down to here, so we can carry on. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking to you now. Come forward. Come forward. Start to communicate with the people in these cells, please. What's the strange one?
That's the same, that's another cell door showing that.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, somewhere else.
Not talking to you now, okay? Terry, not talking to you.
Yeah.
Not talking to you, it's just talking to the spirits who reside here now, and just want to come forward and just join us.
I keep getting like stale smells, like the smell of. There's that again, alcohol, sweaty bodies, or that type of smell. I got it when we were downstairs.
Yeah. As you can imagine, there'll be a lot of sweaty bodies, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yes, I keep getting it.
Here comes the untrack of Notre Dame.
Yeah. That was this side, wasn't it?
It seems to come from behind me now.
The other people, well, the other part of the team on the other side.
Come on, Fury, show yourself. It's just me here now, come on, close that door.
Well, you're a lovely lady there, she's around the wall, just walking out. Bring it towards. Bring it towards. Towards me out. Terry, you just bringing Mike downstairs now. Just want to tell us what's going on in there at the moment.
How are you feeling, mate?
Hot.
Hot?
My throat feels really tight. I feel like someone's trying to pull me back in.
Mm-hmm. Whereabouts are you being pulled back? Is it on your shoulder?
It's as if they've got a hold of my clothing at the top and they're trying to pull me back in.
No, let's just go next door. 1 second. Let's just open this door a second.
Right.
Jim, you okay? What's going on, Jim?
He's sort of coming towards us and
What's going on, mate?
a bit of threatening.
What's this, mate? Can you say it for the camera again? How are you feeling?
Threatening to come towards us and set himself up.
Okay.
You okay?
Where do you feel the energy coming from, this side here?
He's coming over there, yeah.
And can you smell that smell as well?
I've got a sense of smell.
That smells really pungent.
Okay.
Well, the other guy on the other side.
Yeah. Do you know what I feel? The man in here would have spent hours stood at the door, you know, and he'd just be standing there, and it's like,
That's what, not me.
That's what you were doing as you come out. Your eyes were like out on
Wide?
stalks.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah.
stood at the door. Like,
Yeah. He was.
but this, you know, he wouldn't think of anything about standing for 4 hours, and he'd just be staring into space, into the space, you know, just at the door, just. But you can imagine, you know, being in a cell like this for a long time, it'd drive you nuts, wouldn't it? I'm sure it would.
I think he'd already been driven that way, to be quite honest.
He wasn't altogether here when he come in.
But like you said, you know, there's probably nothing to stare at, but that's why he stared.
Well, there is no window in the door or anything, it's just the door.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting anyway, that he stared. He just stared all the time. That's what he was fixed on this one spot, and he spent hours and hours.
Rocking back and forth, staring.
Can we just find out what's going on next door, mate? Yeah. Guys, what's going on next door there?
Malcolm?
What were you getting this for?
Follow through. You alright, Malcolm? You been picking anything up, mate?
Yeah, there's a bloke in there with a Cockney accent.
You're saying a gentleman with a Cockney accent?
Yeah, I said he ain't got a pot to piss in. It's very strong smell of pee there. And apparently he actually got away with whatever he did. He got away with it.
Do you know as you're talking now, Malcolm, can you guys smell a bit of urine or something?
Oh yes, in that cell there,
yeah?
Very, very strong.
Sorry.
Was it the one next door here, John? Yeah.
That one in there. Wash your head.
Just go next door, guys. Oh dear, it does smell, doesn't it?
Oh, it smells like you walked into a real lavatory.
Dear me, it does smell, doesn't it?
You compose yourself now.
No, what?
You compose yourself.
Yeah.
Just I was chatting with the security guards a second. Maggie, there wouldn't be any natural reason why this smells of urine in here, would it? But I mean, recently, no one would get in here, would they?
No, this is close to the general public. It was only like, you know, pies.
So, Mikey, what you feel? Mikey?
What's this, lass?
Well, no, when we came down them steps, that's funny because there was 4 of us, so I can't remember who it was, but we all stopped at the same point and we all felt it. It just hits you, doesn't it? And you go dizzy and sickly and like vertigo.
Yeah.
Okay. You said it affected a few of you all at the same
Yeah, it's
time,
four of us women. I can't remember who it
I think Ross
was.
was
The one
with
in
you
front
as
of me. Malcolm's other half. Hazel felt it, and then that other lady who's a medium, and someone else
Denise.
behind. Yeah. But we all sort of stopped and looked at each other because that really hit you.
Okay, guys.
That's horrible.
Okay. Mikey, that light was off, wasn't it?
Yeah, that light, yeah.
Definitely off, yeah.
Yeah, that light was off. It's on a microwave sensor, is that? So it's got to actually see something passing it to bring it on.
Am I right to believe that that's the second time that that's happened tonight?
It's a few times it's happened tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, super. Let's carry on.
They're here.
No. Viv doesn't seem herself.
No, I don't feel it. I'm getting very, 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 very angry with you all.
Yeah, I gathered that.
Yeah.
Even in the dark, I know you're looking at me. Michael, have a chat with him. That was not nice, Viv.
You feeling alright or?
Yeah, I feel fine. Your face is changing. Doesn't look like your face. I'm scared now.
Be afraid.
Viv?
Yeah.
You okay?
Fine.
You're fine?
You in control?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is it?
I'm your worst nightmare.
Okay, what were you getting?
Sorry, matron.
Matron?
But not as in hospital matron. I want to say you're my subjects.
Okay.
Time period?
This is the female bit though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Time
yeah,
period?
right.
Was this your
1800s.
Yeah, so it would be matron.
Yeah, but was it a matron, medical matron?
No.
Or was it a nickname?
The children matron?
No. I just know that I wanted to do really horrible things to you all.
Okay.
Like what kind of horrible things?
Well, somebody hadn't washed behind their ears. And I was going to make sure you washed.
Okay.
Maxine? To the point where I would have drawn blood behind your ears.
Why are you staring at me?
I'm not, am
Yeah. You're staring right in my
I?
face.
Sorry, I didn't.
How about me? Is it yours?
Release your grip a little bit
Sorry.
because my
So how else did you feel?
What else? What else were you going to do?
I shouldn't be in here. I need to be out there. And you lot are in here. And you will do as I tell you.
Okay.
Authoritarian.
So what happened if they didn't do what you told them?
You don't want to answer that question.
I know.
Stick.
Did you beat them?
Right across them. Right behind their knees.
So did you beat them with a stick?
So what time period are we talking about? At your back.
It was 1810. Somewhere. 1810. But I wanted
What's the name of you, matron? What's your name?
You're getting agitated, Bev.
Yeah.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah.
Can you pick up a name for the top?
Florence.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you.
Can we swap cells?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure? Yeah. You need to do a bit of cut.
Why that? I say you.
What's that?
Well, this was a women's prison, so why not stick the 3 women in a cell and leave the guys out here?
Why not?
Just
It's worth trying.
mix it up a
No
bit.
sticks involved.
No sticks involved, but we got locks on the doors, so you behave.
You have to promise not to look us in, though.
Are we okay to close the cell doors?
Yeah.
Oh, cheers, David. Thanks, buddy. Go for it.
Which one? C15?
C15.
Something in here.
There's something in here.
Yeah, definitely.
The smell's changed.
What's that banging?
It's a window upstairs, I think.
There's a lot flying in and out.
Yeah. Just feels completely wrong.
No way.
I don't know, I can't describe it.
So we've just come over to the women's cells. 3 of the ladies have locked themselves in one of the cell. They're getting activity when there's no males present. As soon as a male is introduced into the cell, the activity stops altogether. We've also been contacted by the matron as well over the course of the evening. Who knows what's next? Hey?
Is the women?
Yeah. Yes.
Whether it was women or what we wanted, I don't know whether they were black, with like lace, pointy, like colour. Was like a very stern matron kind of woman.
Can you please say that again for me, though?
It looks, what I could see, what the picture was shown to me was a woman like black or dark, very dark blue, a stern looking woman. They like lace, but it wasn't like a yeah, these looks as you can draw it. And she's dark hair and she's got well, like this.
Okay.
Late Georgian, early Victorian, probably. Yeah.
Are you picking up with any names, Malcolm?
I'm sorry?
Are you picking up any names at all?
I'm not good at a name, no.
No problem. No problem.
You say it was. I mean, there was an engagement around, I don't know what's right or not, they just...
It's later. The dress is later. You know, I'm really hot in my costume on.
Yeah.
Can we pull this door over a bit? Because this is a door on this that we can pull over because this is really, really important. Thank you.
As I was saying, she's good on her period costume, so I mean, she has a little bit later. Probably late Victorian, possibly, I don't know. But I've got Agnes, that's about all. I think that's her name.
You got what, sorry?
Agnes.
Agnes. Okay.
And that correlates with anything, I don't know.
You're going to be very, very shocked as to what's just happened over the last, before you entered the room, before you actually entered into the building, we was in the next over area with a couple of ladies, and one of the ladies went very, very stern and threatened to attack one of us because she said she was the matron. And then you've just walked into this building and said that you're picking up on the matron exactly the same way as what someone else did before you was even in here. So we're going to have to see.
I'm glad to hear that because then it gives me immediate confirmation.
Spot on, Malcolm. Two different people. Starting again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mrs. Matron.
Yeah. You should be in yourselves.
You had this, Malcolm.
No, it's free time. We're allowed out. We're allowed out.
There's no free time here.
It's really stressed, isn't it?
It's not too bad. Once you get like sorrowful, so that's bad.
You in yourself now.
I don't want to.
You alright, Viv? Can you come forward, please, Viv? Come forward. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You okay? I'm fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Go out and get 10 minutes fresh air, mate.
Oh no, I'm fine. Trust me.
Okay, okay.
I think it's time to go ahead with the base camp anyway.
Yeah, it probably is actually.
Okay, for the people back home, it seems the lady picks up herself and she actually thinks she's the matron at this moment in time. That's what you've just seen happen.
What is the time?
Has anybody got an option?
time.
We're knowing it. But it's at least half 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should probably head back there.
Good spot, mate. Good spot. Free at last. It's been a great investigation here from Lancaster Castle. The loads that's happened. Until next time, see you soon.